Hello everybody on YouTube. How are you guys today? Well, I'm doing pretty good myself today. But today I've been thinking of doing something different for Halloween this year. I've been super busy with my decorations outside. Everything looks very nicely and it's almost completely done and I'm very happy with that. I have lights, I have blow-ups, I have all these different decorations I have outside. And I've been thinking, what about sound? What about music and entertainment? We can make the Halloween look a bit more spooky or and a bit more scary for the young trick-or-treaters we have. But I don't want to make it too scary. But what I was thinking is a different way to put sound outside without breaking the bank or a budget as well. And what I came up with last night, what about some old crappy computer speakers what I have laying over here? These actual or pretty good speakers and they use 12 volts. And I have a 12 volt battery right here. This is a sealed lead acid battery, guys. This is going to be my power source to actually power the amplifier what's in this crappy computer speaker. And you guys can see it's very little and dingy and stuff. But I don't really care. I'm going to use it somewhere where I can get sound outside without dragging my whole tile radio system outdoors and to set that all up and everything else. We got a CD player. Of course, I made these connectors. You guys can see this is a female cigarette outlet with a detachable clip. And I also put this together. You guys can see this is that same exact clip. And with some clip-on connectors so I can attach these to the batteries as well. And we got this a standard car adapter, 12 volt adapter for I can run everything. And everything I tested it, and it seems to work very good. And we just got a generic CD player. This is what I'm going to use as my audio source right here. You guys can see I do actually have one of my Halloween disc CDs in here. This is what I'm going to be using for my music. Just a classical digital unit here, or analog unit there, CD, as well. And all you need is not to break the bank. This didn't cost me anything here, guys. I didn't go out and buy any of this stuff here. I had all this stuff here. I had the crappy speakers, the CD player, the connectors, and the 12 volt battery. But I want to make sure it's actually sealed well somewhere. It's not going to get damaged by rain and moisture. And that's the biggest problem when you're talking about sound and entertainment for Halloween and everything else. Now this, you guys can see, it's just a very cheap computer speaker. This actually goes to a model these speakers actually came with. And it's like, and this is already wired, and I don't have to pre-wire anything when it comes to this computer speaker. You guys can see, I don't know if you guys can see any of those connectors. We got the 12 volt stereo, and we got the audio jack here, and we got the audio input. We also got the on button right over here, and two on audio out and audio inputs right there. Now this does not have a volume switch. You do actually have to use the volume switch from the CD player itself. And I really was just impressed with everything, how everything works. Now, these cables are all pretty long to reach from where I'm going to sit it or where I'm going to put it. I'm very happy. The CD player is also battery operated. That's also nice as well. But I can get everything to work. Now let's go ahead and hook everything up and show you guys how this all works. I'm very proud of myself without spending a whole a lot of money for outdoor speakers. Now, you do have them. You do have ones with designs for outdoors, and you can spend at least about how much you want to spend on them. That's totally up to you guys. But for me being this cheap and this possible way of thinking, I can save myself a lot of headaches and also a lot of time and money because I want to make sure everything works the way it needs to be. Definitely when it comes to the holiday season and also with Halloween as well. That's the biggest choice of what I decided to do with this project. It's just going the cheap way, not going to the expensive way of how to buying all this fancy equipment for outdoor use and everything else like that. Nah, I don't need to do that, guys. I just need a cheap alternative for I can use just a cheaper way to do this. Very simple. I just had to hook everything up. I did fully charge the battery last night, and the battery should be plenty strong enough to run the amp speaker on this. And like I said, you don't need to go all out and put speakers everywhere in your yard and stuff. You don't really need to do that. This is just a cheap way and a cheap alternative of that way, actually, guys. We got my disc, got the CD player. We just plug that into the audio output of the CD player. And we just turn this on. And everything lights up and it seems to work. And I'm very happy with this thing. Now we just gotta turn up the volume a little bit. Right when it actually plays a CD. You guys can see. Okay, let's turn it down before you get any problems with YouTube. I really enjoy doing this because I think this is the best way alternative of what you can put outside. Now, I have seen outdoor speakers before, and the outdoor speakers will work for this project as well, but they can be quite expensive. You guys can see this is just a very cheap way to do your Halloween sounds, Christmas, and whatever you want to do. But make sure you put it somewhere it's going to be okay. Now this is just for Halloween. I'm not going to do any sounds for Christmas because we don't get a lot of people who drive by and walk outside and see the decorations, and you don't really get the sounds of the music. But it's different ways you can do it. You guys can see this was a simple and cheap way. 12-volt battery, all I have to do is use a couple wires, a cigarette outlet adapter, crappy speakers, a CD player, and a CD to play Halloween music. Very easily done. And guys, I will show you the ports again if you want to know where I got this. I didn't get this anywhere, guys. I got this here at home. 12-volt battery. That's all you need. Seal lead acid battery. Make sure it's fully charged. Okay, a cigarette outlet. Female. And you can make this yourself if you want. You can also use a pretty good, nice wire if you want. This is a pretty good wire, a thick gauge wire, probably 14 gauge wire. And you got connectors on the ends of those to connect to the battery. And again, 12-volt battery, and speakers, all sorts of good stuff here. And that's a cheap little CD player. And with some Halloween music on the inside, guys. So simple, very easy to set up, very nicely designed, and everything works just the way you need it. And just a 12-volt cigarette outlet adapter as well for the speakers. Now, of course, you gotta make sure the speakers are 12 volts before you can actually use this setup. If you do have like a speaker that uses 5 volts, you may have to use the adapter for that to able for most of this stuff to work. But this does work very nicely. I'm very happy, and I do not break the bank at all of doing it this way. At all this stuff here. And thinking of what I can do. This is going to be fun. I'm going to be very happy. And it's going to be spooky. Alright guys, if you guys are brand new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment down below because I want to hear your ideas of this setup, what I am doing. Please like, please share, peace out, bye guys, or hopefully see you in the next vlog. Thank you for watching. Don't break the bank if you're going with this idea.